What is going on, brothers and sisters? Thank you so much for being here, my fellow survivors and thrivers from narcissistic abuse. I'm trying to get this channel to 2K. If you could share out links, trying to get watch hours up too. So if you could take your favorite video and throw it in a narcissistic abuse group or awareness group, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for being here and supporting one another. Couldn't do this without you. I had a good question in the comments that really had me thinking about my experience. Can a borderline personality disorder also be a narcissist? Can a person with BPD also be a narcissist? And it brought me back to what I went through. Now, I'm going to be kind of careful here talking about this because I really don't want to talk about Narc X all that much. But it really goes together. So please excuse me. I'm going to try and be careful about this. So, can a person with borderline personality disorder also be a narcissist? I think yes. First off, look up the Dark Triad, Jordan Peterson. Check out the Dark Triad. People can have more than one cluster B personality disorder or aspects of them all to varying degrees, along with other things. So, in my experiences, one of the things that was so confusing to me when I was trying to, I guess, self-diagnose, help, be there for, understand Narc X when she was doing what she was doing, was how radically different her moods would, or her personality traits would be. It was radically different. Now, I mean, it's already hard enough when you're dealing with a narcissist, because narcissist is a straight bullshitter. It's hard enough when you're dealing with a liar. So I can't stand liars. Just fucking tell the truth. But when you're dealing with someone who's a methodical liar, habitual, and the other aspects that I saw, for instance, I've heard people talk about when they're fighting with narcissists, how they have that blank stare, that like those black holes in their eyes. Mine had a sociopathic stare. Eyes were lit up, light right the fuck up. When she knew that she had me under full control, when she was lying to me, and she knew that I knew that she was lying, but she felt that control. Like it was the most exhilarating experience to her. You could see it. It was awful. She also attracted other toxic people, and I think that she has borderline personality disorder, among other things. A common friend once mentioned, not a common friend, one of her friends said that she was a borderline, but she was a flying monkey. She's a person out there excusing her behavior and smearing and awful person. So I didn't really take much stock into it, but when I was continuing to try and figure this out, I began to understand. I've known Narc X since she was 16, 15 years old. I believe that if a person is damaged early in life, they develop something like borderline personality disorder, and they naturally attract abusive people through their abandonment issues, codependency issues. They naturally attract them. If that borderline does not seek therapy, does not begin to heal, work on themselves, then I think that as they go through life and they get from a toxic relationship to toxic relationship, and if they're further abused by narcissists or sociopaths, psychopaths, whatever it is, I think they adapt those traits. They begin to adapt those tactics. Through their need to look down on themselves, it creates a cycle of toxic behavior, negative thinking, abusive behavior. Also, side note, one of the smears that was used against me was that I had a split personality disorder. And as we know, narcissistic people, toxic people, liars, they will project what they are onto you. Like, they'll accuse you of lying, they'll accuse you of cheating, because they're doing it. Because that's what they do. I think that had a part of it too. I think that possibly Narc X had split personality disorder. I thought for a long time she was a narcopath, narcissistic sociopath. But now I'm beginning to think that clusterfuck is a hell of a lot more of a clusterfuck than I'd ever realized. Because, honest to God, the borderline aspect of who she is, if this be the case, was empathetic and caring. In complete contradiction to the other personality or the damage or whatever it is in her that would switch into narcissism or sociopathy. Literally, you can see it, taking joy in manipulating, in causing pain to another person that loves them, that cares about them, and then at the same time, it was a very confusing thing for me. So, brothers and sisters, if you are dealing with a borderline personality disorder, which is a cluster B clusterfuck, and not all borderlines are bad, by the way. I've met a couple that, or I've talked to a couple that seem okay, but I don't know them personally. I definitely don't think they're narcissists or psychopaths. But if you're in a situation with a borderline who is displaying narcissistic tendencies, sociopathic, whatever it is, I believe that is due to the unresolved issues at the core of them, not going to therapy, but also the reactive abuse and damage they went through with other toxic personality types. Toxic people, narcissists, those types want to spread their damage. All right, that's their job. They want to bring you down. They want to snuff your light out. They want to drain you. You're their supply, but they also want to spread their damage into others, because if for a narcissist, nobody can be better than them. They know they're pieces of trash, but nobody can be better than them. So, that fragile ego needs other people to be as damaged as they are. And I think that through the spreading of damage, the spreading of pain, and creating pain in others, when they do that with borderlines, I think that they kind of graft that onto themselves, which is another aspect why I say during our healing journeys, we need to take accountability for what we did. We need to forgive ourselves. We need to really own what we did. We need to face those things that made us weak or susceptible, or gullible, foolish, whatever it was, to the narcissist, to better ourselves, for emotional, mental maturity. Excuse me. Because if you do not take true accountability and take the steps to change, take the steps to better yourself, to heal, then you will take on those traits. You will excuse being nasty because someone was nasty to you at one point. You will excuse lying and cheating and bullshitting and getting off on causing pain to others because someone did that to you. And that is embracing those demons that tried to hurt you and becoming one instead of becoming a better person. So, end all be all, yes, people who have borderline personality disorder can display those aspects, or can have aspects of those other conditions, and if left unhealed, untreated, if they don't work through it, take accountability and take the steps to change, yeah, they can become they can become their demons, because that's what happened to, in my opinion, that's what happened with narcissists in the first place, when they were damaged as kids and they didn't do it. They take the steps to properly heal themselves, or learn how to love, or weren't given the opportunity to. Let's be real. Everyone's a victim in that case early in life, but because they didn't and they avoided accountability, they became a person who embraced their demons and became one. Don't become your demons. Face them. Ride those bitches. Put a saddle on those bitches and ride them. Ride your shadow self right into transmuting that energy into a better version of yourself. Thank you guys so much for being here. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm Odonis, Ravenwolf, Dragonstorm. Be good to yourselves, be good to each other, and suffer no fools.